Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Connery Rink for Interleague Hockey. Beverly from the Northeastern Conference taking on St. Mary's from the Catholic Central League. Beverly looking for a split. St. Mary's knocked them off in the first game at Beverly. So St. Mary's looking for a sweep. They're also looking for their 11th win. They're 10-1-1. Beverly, a little bit of a down year for Beverly. And the last time St. Mary's played them, it was not close. Maddie Delano is getting the start in net for St. Mary's. Gray takes it over the line, and I think it was Cody Butt on the far side that was in a little bit too quick. Might have been Porozinski. They dump it in the zone. Porozinski battling for it. Dump back in again. Porozinski broken up, but it winds up in the Beverly end. Butt out in front, short, blocked. Right out in front, but puck in her skates, but couldn't find it. Solomon's, DiBiasio, and Chaplin in the line out there now as St. Mary's changed up. Out to center ice. Broken up. Trying to dig it out. Chaplin finally comes up with it. Throws it in the zone. St. Mary's will change up quickly. Winds up back in the St. Mary's zone. Hentosh will track it down. Tip. Gray takes it away. Butt with it. Trying to throw it in front. Gray got a piece. Backhander went wide. Porozinski keeping it alive. Butt with the backhander. Blocked. Butt taking it away. Circling. Had it knocked off her stick. And it looked like it got stuck. Maybe on the back of the net. We're going to get a face-off in the Beverly end. Chaplin looking for the draw. Kept in by Pertel. Chaplin keeping it in. Her backhander got blocked. Trying to throw it to the net, deflected behind the net. Out in front. Rolled right by the crease, nobody home to get a piece of it. McGrath trying to keep it in. Pertel's pass is picked off. Broken up. DiBiasio. And I should say, I've been saying DiBiasio. It's DiBiasio. DiBiasio broken up. St. Mary's looking to change up. Beverly knocks it by. Pertell looking to go get it. Beverly breaks it up. It winds up at center ice. Beverly carries it in. Shot. Blocked. Dumped out to center ice. Borozinski to Gray, off her stick. Throws it to the net. Save is made. Julia Audubon is in net for Beverly. DiBiasio looking for the draw. Back to the point to Sullivan. She carried it outside, so they have to clear the zone or they'd be offside. Broken up by Hentosh. Walking in. Scoring. Hentosh broke it up, walked in, and just beat Audubon. Got it just off Audubon inside the near post. She battled to keep it in, walked in, and from right about inside the left faceoff circle, she let it fly. And St. Mary's jumps on top. St. Mary's only loss came to Austin Prep, who is, I believe, is still the #1 team in the state. I don't think anybody's beaten them. DiBiasio carrying it in the left side. Solomon's got in just about a step too soon on the near side. Chaplin won the draw. Beverly winds up with the puck. Tipped ahead. Chaplin bangs it in the zone. 5 minutes into this first period, 1-0 St. Mary. Kept in at the point by Sullivan. Butt with it. Gray couldn't handle the pass, was a little bit behind her. Beverly 2-on-2. Blocked by Sullivan. Sullivan collects. Back behind the net to Sullivan again. But trying to clear it out. Beverly trying to keep it in. But finally clears it out. Gray just tipped away from Gray. Nice little poke check by Abba Daly. Hentosh's shot. Put it on net. It got blocked. Pertell trying to keep it in, along with Solomons. DiBiasio. McGrath trying to walk in. Shot. Blocked. Back to the point. Hentosh's shot. Pad save. Squeezing it is Audubon. Back to the point. Hentosh's shot deflected to the far corner. McGrath broke it up. She winds up with the puck. Lost it off her stick. Has to clear it in. St. Mary's looking to change up. Gray broke it up. Borozinski walking in. Shot went wide. But looking to collect. Beverly Had 3-on-2. St. Mary's hustles back. Shot blocked. Sullivan picks up the loose puck. Pass to Gray, tips it ahead. Throws it behind the net. Again, St. Mary's looking to change up. Beverly hustling back. Nice little shift. Chaplin broke up the play. McGrath winds up with it. Out in front, Chaplin. Went upstairs. McGrath pushed it out in front. Chaplin, a little 8th grader, got it over the shoulder of Otterbein. And just past the halfway mark of this first period, St. Mary's grabs a 2-0 lead. Sullivan picked it off, see it broken up. Breaking it up was McGrath, dumping it in the zone, and St. Mary's will change up quickly. Pass too far ahead, St. Mary's collects. Knocked back in, Hentosh behind her own net, collects. Nice pass out to Gray. Trying to walk in, takes the shot. It got deflected by the defender. Hentosh trying to walk in. Had it, got bumped, broke it up. But keeping it in, still with it. Solomon's looking for it in the corner. Pertel keeps it in. Sullivan's from behind the net, trying to make a play. In the middle, Pertel's shot. It got tipped wide. Anna Rich was the one that tipped that shot by Pertel wide. Too far ahead for Chaplin. Icing is waved off. All the way out to center ice. Hentosh. Tipped in the zone by DiBiasio. She gets there first. Collects. Beverly. Beverly takes it away. Porzinski just kept it in. Her shot blocked. Beverly sends it the length of the ice. This will be icing. And we'll bring it back to the Beverly end for a face-off. Danielle Finiciaro, the head coach for Beverly. Frank Pagluca, dean of the coaches. St. Mary's coach. Out in front, McGrath couldn't get a stick on it. Deflected and taken away nicely by Emma Knott. Behind the net, Beverly trying to throw it in front, went right by everybody to the far corner. Kept into the point, blocked. They dump it out. McGrath with it, over the line. Score, but McGrath did a nice job collecting it, got it over the blue line. Butt coming down the far side. Just as she got between the two face-off circles, maybe just inside the left face-off circle, she drilled it and put St. Mary's on top 3-0. Hentosh with it. Broken up. Hentosh got a piece of it. Beverly trying to collect it. Winds up with Hentosh in the St. Mary's zone. Off the boards looking for Solomon. Kicks it out. Broken up. Solomon pushes it ahead. DiBiasio shot off the glove of Ottavine. They fanned on the shot. Rolls out the center ice. St. Mary's throws it back in. Again, St. Mary's changing up quickly. Hentosh keeps it in. Trying to walk in. Got taken down. Porozinski took it away. Knocked it in the zone. Out to center ice. Sullivan collects. Gray over the line. Deep in the corner. Circling behind the net. Still in control. Left it. Shot got blocked. Out in front. Loose puck. Couldn't keep it in. They throw it back in, but St. Mary's has to clear. Broken up nicely. A little back checking by Solomons took it away. Beverly throws it back in. 2 minutes and counting left in the period. Purtell to Sullivan. Lost it, got it back. Starting it back. With a rush over the line. Trying to walk in. It's loose out in front. Sullivan lost it. And sitting out in front was DiBiasio, couldn't get a stick on it. They clear it out. Beverly gets it. Shot blocked out to center ice by Porozinski. Pass too far ahead. It should be icing. 1:05 left in the period. They'll bring it back to the St. Mary's zone for a face-off. Porozinski will look for the draw. Wins it. They tip it out to center ice. But try to tip it to herself. Up ice for a breakaway. Beverly broke it up. Hentosh winding up. Into center ice with Porozinski. Down the near side. Throwing it in front. It got tipped away by the defense. Abadali. The Mary's is there trying to tip it home. Now Beverly out in front. Clears it away again. That time was Kayla Greenleaf. Gray dumps it in, and St. Mary's will look to change up. Just about finished with the period. That's going to do it. The horn sounds, so good period for St. Mary's. They got out early, they got 3. Maddie Delano in net was not tested at all. At the end of one period, St. Mary's leads Beverly 3-0. Welcome back to the Connery Rink as we set to start the second period. Going over those goals, it was Hentosh, the first one, unassisted. Then it was Chaplin, the young 8th grader, with the assist going to Zoe Solomons. The last one, that nice pass from McGrath to Cody Butt. Butt knocked it home. And that's where we are, 3-0. DiBiase got taken down, and then when she got up, the puck, she was able to pick up the puck and walk in. She got the shot on net. Audubon made the save. The face-off will be to Audubon's right. They just kept it in, Hentosh and Porozinski. Out in front, Solomon shot it right off the goaltender. Audubon was down. Solomon's trying to lift it. She got it right off, looked like the shoulder of Audubon. We got a penalty coming up, I think, against St. Mary's. They took Greenleaf down. Chaplin will go to the penalty box. The face-off will be to the right of Maddie Delano in net. Tip by Butt. DiBiase took it away. She's got Butt with her. Over the line. Circling, walking in. Nice save by Audubon. She left the rebound, but Beverly was able to clear it away. But over the line. Still with it. Finally knocked off her stick. Sullivan trying to keep it in. DiBiase kept it in, but now it's cleared out. Tipped away again. Beverly have trouble getting power play started. Circling the net, looking for a shot. Trying to walk in, walks in, the backhander. That was Eva Daly. Went around, threw over everybody. Couldn't get the backhander on net. Good effort. 29 seconds left on the man advantage. Shot, missed the net. Hentosh with it. Finds a spot, throws it down ice. And that'll just about do it for the penalty. And Mary's knocks it away. Gray with the check. Solomon's knocked it loose. Gray and Solomon's keeping the puck in the zone. Now trying to walk in. Walked right through but couldn't get the shot off. Was Chaplin. Poke check nicely by Sullivan. Actually, it was Porozinski that made that little poke check. He passed. Solomon dumps it in, and St. Mary's looking to change up. Sullivan keeps it in the zone. DiBiase behind the net. Circling. Back to Sullivan, off her stick, out to center ice. DiBiase gives it up. Beverly trying to break it up. McGrath battling. Dumped out to center ice. St. Mary's throws it back in. Dumped back in the Beverly end. Torrey Shea dumped it into St. Mary's end as Beverly will change up. Body's going down. Tipped away. Buck with a break. One-on-one. He slides it across. Great hustle. Jamie DuPont. It was 2-on-1. Butt just dropped it across. So DiBiasio was going to walk in alone. And DuPont just didn't give up on the play. Kept working. And wound up breaking up the play. They tip it ahead. Solomon's over the line. Broken up. Trying to dig it out. Trying to center it. Chaplin's in there too with Solomon. Still battling. Chaplin winds up with it. Gray shot. Got score! Chaplin threw it out in front. Gray threw it to the net. And as she threw it to the net, it popped up, and I think it caught Audubon by surprise. It wound up in the back of the net. So Solomons and Chaplin doing all the work behind the net. They threw it out in front, and Gray one-timed it. It was like a little pop-up that wound up going over the shoulder of Audubon. Gray keeping it in. Sends it around. Sullivan will close in and keep it in the zone. Sullivan again. Out in front, Butt got a stick on it, but it couldn't direct it to the net. Bounce over a stick. Chaplin keeps it in. St. Mary's keeps it in. Gray shot. Picked off out in front by Daly. Actually by Greenleaf. Back to the point. Shot. They knock it in again. It got deflected, sitting right on the doorstep. And all he had to do, just touch it and knock it in. But knocked it in. He's a very good soccer player, too. Mary's with 5. They tip it ahead, but trying to walk in. Went in a little too far, couldn't get it up enough. Lost control of it at the side of the net. Went in a little too deep. Sullivan breaks it up. Beverly takes it away. Shot. Blocked nicely by Pertell. All the way around to Gray. Trying to knock it out. St. Mary's will skate it out. Chaplin put a tester on. She made a nice little shift at the top of the left face-off circle. Went right between the two circles. Snapped it off. And Audubon made a very nice save. Just past the halfway mark of the second period. St. Mary's has added 2. They now lead it 5-0. Hentosh broke it up. Bodies go down. Hentosh winds up with it. Pass off Chaplin's stick. But keeps it in. Beverly winds up with it. Hentosh broke it up. Gray winds up with it. But we'll get there first. Off her stick. Still trying to get it. And she knocked it in. She beat everybody to the puck. She threw it to the net. It bounced off Audubon. It deflected over. And there was Butt coming from the far side to the near side, tipping it in and getting the goal. I think that gives her a hat trick. Sure. That one looked like it hit Delano on the shoulder. St. Mary's coming back. Shot from long range. It went right by Audubon, but luckily it was not on net. Otherwise it would have gone in. It went right through the wickets. Chaplin had it, slipped and fell. Kept it in the zone. Walking in and flipping it in is Gray. She's got her second in the period. And all of a sudden it's 7-0. Tipped out. Hentosh with a rush. Dumps it in the zone. Gray with it. Throwing it out in front. Backhander went wide. Back to the point to Hentosh. Shot, missed the net. Bounced right at the side of the net. And it wound up going out off the backboard. Slipped out in front. And it wound up with Audubon sitting on it in the crease. Just under 5 minutes left in the second period. All St. Mary's. McGrath broken up. Nice little poke check that time. It was Sophia McNeil from Beverly who made that little poke check. They dump it out, but with a rush. Shot it over the net. McGrath keeps it in the zone. Deflecting off Beverly out to center ice. McNeil shot. Missed the net. It hasn't been in the St. Mary's end very much. And it certainly hasn't been there very long. McGrath will whack it out and this will be icing. .350 left in this second period. St. Mary's got 3 in the first, added 4 here in the second. These are the kind of games that the coaches get gray hairs over. You played this team the first time, you shut them out and you beat them. fairly. Body's going down. Chaplin walks in and scores. They were going to have 2-on-1. Chaplin wound up by herself because the defender and Chaplin's partner ran into each other and fell down. Chaplin walked in alone, faked the backhander, drew it around to the forehand, and slipped it behind Otterbein. A 5-goal period. Chaplin gets her second goal. She also has an assist. Solomon's over the line. Stays with it in the corner. Gives it to Hentosh. Pad save, Otterbein. She'll grab it and hold on. Back to the point, Sullivan knocks it behind the net. McGrath with it, trying to throw it in front. Otterbein grabbed it just as it was going to slip inside that near post and grabbed it just before Butt was going to get a piece of it and knock it in. And it popped in. Otterbein went down, got a stick on it. It popped up over her shoulder into the net, just inside the near post. Just a little tickle. And when she got it with her stick, she tipped it behind her. And St. Mary's just running away with this one. McGrath out in front. Beverly trying to clear it, but drilled it. Otterbein made the save and held on. And we're going to get a change in net. I think this is Amanda Barry now in net for Beverly. Beverly skating it out. Over the line. Trying to throw it in front. Hentosh just picked off. She chased Emma Knott. And Knott just couldn't do anything with it because Hentosh just took it away. Borozinski. Back to Hentosh. Pass deflected out to center ice. Tipped away nicely. Gray throws it in. St. Mary's changing up. Knocked off the stick of Greenleaf. Hentosh picks it off. Her pass broken up. They bounce it out to center ice to McGrath. Throws it to the far corner, Butt with it. Trying to throw it in front, it got picked off. McGrath broke up the play. Keeps it in the zone. Walking in. Knocked Greenleaf, I think, was the one that knocked it off the stick before they got the shot off. Sullivan looking to keep it in, along with Butt. DiBiasio behind the net. They got the shot away. It got blocked by the defender, laid there, and then they cleared it away. Sullivan. St. Mary's trying to make a play from behind the net. McGrath out in front. It winds up at center ice. Thrown back in by Sullivan. St. Mary's will change up. Gray knocked it back in. Chaplin deflected it. Off the boards, back into Beverly end. 10 seconds and counting left in the period. Icing against Beverly. They'll bring it back with 7 seconds left. The faceoff will be in the Beverly end. A big first period, a huge second period for St. Mary's. And they're going to very easily go 11-1-1. Sullivan blocked out in front, loose, trying to grab it. They hold on, the buzzer sounds, and we'll go to the locker room with St. Mary's very comfortably on top. They got 6 in that second period. They lead Beverly 9-0 at the end of 2 periods. My crew taking care of me. Big second period by St. Mary's. They put 6 on the board. Chaplin's got a couple. Bart's got a couple. Gray's got a couple. Bart's actually got 3. McGrath, collision course, running into Torrey Shea. Sullivan's shot saved. St. Mary's keeping the pressure on. Out in front, pad save again. Trying to knock it home. They're all over the net. Finally reaching down and grabbing the puck and holding on for a face-off is Amanda Barry. Nice little shift, carrying it out, and then knocked away and almost picked off. McGrath almost walked in. Chaplin broken up. Shot. Save. Right about belt high. One of the few times they got the puck on net. That was Jamie Dupont with a nice shot. Pass somehow found Solomon. She's got McGrath with her. Pass across. Nice save. Good job. Barry came out, blocked the shot. McGrath was all by herself. Shot Shot went wide off the stick of Lily Cook. Beverly keeping it in. Back to the point. Shot again. Blocked out in front. Goes to the far corner. And we're going to whistle. We're going to get a penalty against St. Mary's, I think. Beverly will have the power play. Sullivan ices it out to center ice. Broken up by Cody Butt. Butt and Gray, the penalty killers, with Sullivan. And I think it's Hentosh. Pump out, but they had 2-on-1. Nice defensive play. Shot went wide. Nice defensive play by Kayla Greenleaf, breaking up that 2-on-1. Shot missed the net. Beverly has the man advantage, but St. Mary's is getting more shots on net. Poked off the stick by Gray. It rolled to the net. Back to the point. Shot. Hit Butt in the body. Knocked it down. Out in front. St. Mary's will clear it out. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. St. Mary's collecting. Hentosh's shot tipped wide. Barry leaves it at the side of the net. They send it around. Patel keeps it in. Bouncing puck. Tip. Knocked out to center ice. Kaplan takes it away. Trying to walk in, walks right in. Face off to the left of Barry. They're just hounding Beverly through this whole game. Beverly not getting a lot. They've got a few, but not a lot of shots. It's been in the Beverly end almost exclusively. Porozinski keeping it in. DiBiasio looking for it. Beverly looking to skate it out. Picked off, nice save. Putt came off and drilled it just inside the blue line. Gary made a very nice save. Hentosh's shot blocked and knocked in by Butt. That's going to give Butt 4. Hentosh will pick up her second assist. And they've reached double figures. It's now 10-0. They dump it out. Butt got there first. Over to Gray. Shot missed the net. Butt winds up with it. Halfway through and counting this third period. Beverly looking to skate it out. Tipped away by Butt. Knocked back in the Beverly zone. McGrath is going to get called for a penalty. Little hip check. She took Jamie DuPont down. Beverly will get the man advantage with 6:52 left in the game. St. Mary's is going to go to 11-1-1, and the only question is, will Beverly score? Angela Catino is now in net for St. Mary's. I didn't realize they made a change at the beginning of the period. Catino makes the save. Solomon winds up with it and dumps it out. Back to the point, shot blocked. St. Mary's will clear it out. Hustling, DiBiasio is going to get there first. Well ahead of everybody. Off Pertel's stick. Beverly back in the zone. Dumping it in the corner. Mark loose. St. Mary's can't clear it out. Beverly keeps it in. Broken up. Broken up again. It slips out to center ice. They carry it back in. Beverly still had a skater left in the zone. Sophia McNeil was trying to get out of the zone, but she couldn't before they carried it in. The faceoff will be outside the St. Mary's blue line. "20 seconds left in the man advantage. Solomons, it bounces by everybody to the far corner. Chaplin winds up with it. Back to the point. Sullivan's shot. Deflected. They shot, hit the net, and it bounced in. You can hear the ping of the pipe, and then it popped the right way for St. Mary's and went into the net. Borozinski knocked it in. Everybody getting the act. Solomon picks up her 5th assist. They got an even dozen on the board. And it feels this is a Beverly team that past few years have been very competitive, but they had a lot of kids graduate. They're combined, I believe, with Danvers But they've got a lot of young kids and a lot of inexperience. And obviously it shows, but they're working hard and they'll get it. And Finiciaro will get them playing. Broken up by Beverly. It's not from lack of effort that they're getting run over. They're just nowhere near as experienced as the St. Mary's kids. And the St. Mary's, some of them are young too, like Chaplin. But when you put them together with a few seniors like Butt, Hentosh, Sullivan, their inexperience doesn't show as much. Shot went wide as we got 3 minutes and counting left. Save. And they knock it in again. And we just stopped keeping count. And it's DiBiasio getting the goal. Try to stuff at home. That's the best chance that Beverly has had. Right at the net, trying to stuff at home. St. Mary's has put up a baker's dozen, and it's not like they played everybody. They've got 13 kids dressed. They've used 3 goaltenders. But you just keep skating and playing. You don't know any other way to do it. If you stop playing and try to keep the score down, you'll liable to get hurt. Beverly was skated out as we've got under 2 minutes left. Score! It went in off the goaltender. Jamie DuPont brightens things up for Beverly. 1:49 left. DuPont threw it in. Katina went down. It just bounced right between her pads and into the net. And Beverly will avoid the shutout. McGrath dumps it in. St. Mary's will change up. 1.5 minutes and counting. So 4 more goals in this period after getting 6 in the second, 3 in the first. Broken up. Beverly looking at another shot on net. Gray broken up. Gray will track it down. Tip back in. Catino grabbed it and held on for a couple of seconds, but then gave it up. Gray popped up in the air as we got 40 seconds and counting. I said the only question was whether Beverly would score or not. DuPont took care of that. Well, Beverly is going to take it on the chin for the second time. They're going to wind up losing both contests to St. Mary's, both home and away. St. Mary's just shut them out the first time. They got double digits there. I believe it was 10-0. And they just got a big jump in the first period. Had a huge second period. They've added 4 more here in the third period as the horn's going to sound, and the game will come to a close. So St. Mary's did everything they could. They played 3 different goalies. They played everybody on their bench. They tried to keep it down, but they couldn't. They wound up scoring 13 goals. Cody Butt got 4. Chaplin got a couple. Hentosh had a goal and a couple of assists. Solomons had 5 assists. DiBiasio had a goal and assist. McGrath had a goal and assist. Gray had 2 goals. Porozinski got a goal. Just about everybody on the St. Mary's team got on the scoreboard, and they made that look easy as they put a baker's dozen 13 on the board, and everybody getting in the scoring column. And St. Mary's got 3 in the first, 6 in the second. They added 4 more in the third. Beverly finally avoided the shutout with a nice goal and a nice rush by Jamie DuPont. And that was the final score, 13-1. St. Mary's over Beverly. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.